Hello again, I'm Rodney Reynolds and welcome to another video review. Today I'm looking at the Antec P190 case. The Antec P190 case comes with a black finish and is unlike any other because it has innovative dual layer side panels. This design has excellent noise dampening properties which will ensure a near silent computer system. At the front is a power LED, firewire port, 2 USB ports, a microphone, and headphone jack. This case has a lockable double hinge door which is held into place by magnetic force. This door swings all the way open up to 270 degrees. When the door is opened, it reveals 4 5¼ external drive bays and 1 3½ external drive bay. Here's the power button, reset button, and the hard drive activity LEDs. There are 2 swing open compartments for the 120mm fan air filters. These filters can be easily removed for cleaning. Also note that there are ventilation holes around the front bezel on the right side, left side, and at the bottom, which allows the fans to intake cool air when the front door is closed. At the top are 2 included Antec TriCool 140mm exhaust fans. On the left side panel is one very large Antec TriCool 200mm intake fan which provides tremendous direct cooling power. This fan has its own speed switch so the fan can be set to a low, medium, or high setting. It even has a washable air filter. At the back of the case, at the very top, is an external fan control. This has a low, medium, and high speed setting, and you can control each individual fan, the 2 at the top and the 1 at the back, individually. They include an I/O shield plate and an Antec TriCool 120mm exhaust fan. Here are the 7 expansion slots, and there are rubber grommeted ports for an external water cooling system. At the bottom, they include 2 standard ATX power supplies. One 650-watt Neo Power is responsible for powering the motherboard and add-in cards, while the 550-watt power supply handles drives and other peripherals. In order for the 2 power supplies to work correctly, a green-black cable must be connected. There are also 2 thumb screws on the left side panel and the right side panel. This case is compatible with standard ATX and up to 12 by 13-inch extended ATX form factor motherboards. Notice how this case has a compartmentalized design. This design ensures excellent case air circulation. I mentioned earlier that there are 4 external 5¼ drive bays and there's 1 external 3½ drive bay. Well, there are an additional 6 internal 3½ drive bays. 4 hard drives can be installed vertically in the bottom hard drive cage and 2 hard drives can be installed horizontally in the top hard drive cage. Both of these hard drive cages are removable. First, remove the thumb screw on each hard drive cage. Unsnap the ring and pull each hard drive cage out. The bottom hard drive cage has silicone grommets for the hard drives, and the top hard drive cage also has the same silicone grommets. These grommets have excellent anti-vibration properties. Also note that the top hard drive cage has a little compartment for housing things like screws and cable ties. Along this edge is padding. This is to ensure that the side panel doesn't touch and vibrate against the case. Thankfully, this case doesn't have any sharp edges, so you won't cut yourself or the cables. At the top of the lower chamber, there are a couple of holes here that you can insert cables through, and these panels right here can be removed. This is for the initial installation of the cables through the holes, and of course once you have the cables through, you can just put them over here to the side, and this will just organize them. An optional fan can be installed at the front of the case. And there's also an optional middle 120mm fan that can be installed on the upper hard drive cage to cool the video card or video cards. To install a 120mm fan, remove the drive trays, attach the included wire brackets to the hard drive cage, and mount the fan. So the 120mm fan can intake cool air from outside the case. Please note that a middle 120mm fan can't be mounted if the hard drives are installed in the upper hard drive cage. There is another included Antec TriCool 120mm fan in the lower chamber for additional cooling power, and this fan has its own speed switch, so the fan can be set to a low, medium, or high setting. There is also a full-length PCI card holder which can be installed on the upper hard drive cage to keep long video cards secure. On the right side of the case, behind the motherboard tray, is a cable management system. Cable ties are used so the cables can be neatly and securely attached. Organizing cables behind the motherboard tray means that the inside of the case is free of cables. This results in better air circulation inside the case, and it looks very neat and tidy. This case also comes with a work light. It's tucked away at the very top of the case and swings down to provide light to where it's needed. This is a very unique and useful feature because in many situations the case is underneath the desk in a dark location. At the bottom are 4 silicone feet. These feet have excellent anti-vibration properties and won't scratch the surface. Finally, have a listen to the stock cooling. First at the low setting, medium setting, and the high setting. I've already highlighted all the fantastic features about this case, so let me go through some of the things that might be an issue for some folks. This case is extremely heavy, and that's to be expected from a solid steel case with sound dampening material and 2 power supplies pre-installed. And also the other thing is that it's fairly expensive. Of course, you'd expect that from a high-end computer case. Overall, though, this is a 100% kick-ass product. Again, my name is Rodney Reynolds. This has been another video review. Be sure to check back very soon. I will have a brand new one for you then. Also, pop into my website at www.3dgameitman.com. And while you're there, you can go into the forums and register. And remember, registration is completely free. Also, keep in mind, you can find out a lot more on this product in the forums. And as a final note, if you love watching my video reviews, please remember to help support 3dgameitman.com. If you wish to support, please visit support3gm.com. Until next time, take care. The Antec P190, 180, I don't know, what is it? Expansion slots, and there are Roberted garmented ports for external water cooling system. There is also a full-length PCI card holder. Look, it's right here. Hello again. Rather than go through all the great things about this case, because it is a excellent too. In the video review, I'm going to just tell you some of the minor things that I don't like about this particular case, and they're very minor. They're very minor, baby. From a 100% kick-ass product.